Miss Johnson, you're identical to your daughter. I know why Lord is so lovely. She has your eyes. And let me introduce myself. I'm Robert, and I bring these chocolates and these flowers for you. But excuse me, could you call Lord please? Because we're a little bit late.
Lady Lore, there is a guy in the door looking for you.
Good afternoon, loyal viewers. Welcome to the DWF News.
This is the news for today.
Workers in the university, ICBF director rejects a project that benefits child molesters.
The recurrent earthquake in Nepal, documentary inside of the University of Tolima, and curiosities. We start with incredible news. Burglars are in the university. For that we will go with our reporter Julian Duarte, who is at the university. Julian, what happened? What was stolen?
The community of Unique State University in the region of Ibague have been affected by thieves and drug dealers who have entered into the campus and taken advantage to snatch, sell drugs, and get out of the university without being detected. But we have to highlight the private security work. We are here with Mr. Watchman, who was one of the burglars' captors. Good afternoon, Mr. Watchman. How did you realize those men were trying to steal a projector?
We were informed by one of the monitors of the Block 33, who is aware of the classrooms and furniture, telling us about the man who was trying to draw out the projector with chisels.
Oh, so what did you do?
We put into practice the padlock plan, which consists in closing every entrance of the university and displays a safeguard for looking for the burglar, taking into account that the monitor had given us the physical and dressing characteristics of the man.
So, how did you catch them?
Okay, one of my partners saw a man who was trying to escape by jumping the Ica. In that moment was captured. He gave us all the details to capture all the 3 thief partners. They were 4 thieves with all the implementation to steal projectors. Fortunately, we could catch 3 out of the 4 thieves. And one of them was an underage boy.
So, what did you do after you captured them?
Okay, the underage boy was given to his parents, but the other 2 guys, Brandon Colorado and Steven Layton, was delivered to the Metropolitan Police.
Okay, the next step is to put charges at the prosecution. In the end, the burglars were released free because they do not have criminal records. We also think those men were trying to steal cycles. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. We continue with you, John, at the studio.
Thank you, David. And this was the news at the University of Tolima.
Now we are going to watch a speech about a project that benefits child molesters, where Christina Plaza Richardson, the ICDF director, expresses her point of view about this topic.
I reject any reduction of sentence for the criminal who commit an outrage against our children. Any violation of the rights of our children and teenagers must be punished with maximum sentences. The rights of the children must prevail over them of the others, and the government has the obligation to guarantee them. Also, the polemic project suggests that the rapists can reduce the sentence, but it is not be possible to give them house arrest. It is alarming that is considering as a new option that instead of punishing the criminals, open a door for the impunity. Every day we watch on TV and read in newspapers the big number of violations to our children and teenagers. For that reason, our government cannot allow that these rapists and murderers carry on with their lives without a punishment. Therefore, the person in charge of so cruel and inhuman facts as the sexual abuse, they must be sentenced the severest of the punishes.
Well, now, in the international news, we have the current earthquake in Nepal. In the place of the event is Fabian, who is going to tell us about this fact.
The most relevant international news of the moment is the recurrent earthquakes in Nepal. They are calling the international attention because the Nepali territory has been shaking twice in the last month. Those earthquakes have killed more than 8,000 people and destroyed at least 2,000 temples. But this small country located in Asia, near the highest peak in the world and one of the poorest around the area, suffers from tremors constantly. According to data from the webpage Today's Earthquakes in Nepal, this country suffers from one earthquake a day, with an average of 4.3 magnitude in the Richter scale and 2 kilometers deep. Although those earthquakes are less devastating and can cause extensive damages in the epicenter and surrounding areas, the most affecting things are the historic buildings and houses near the mountains because of the floods.
Well, now, taking into account that Nepal is one of the poorest countries around the world and its few economical resources and daily disasters caused by earthquakes, so how much will the Nepali government invest in the rebuilding the country?
The Nepali government will invest more than $20 million to rebuild the infrastructure affected by the two strongest earthquakes in the last month. But this money is almost its annual budget, around the 98% of its gross domestic product. However, this country will have to create a system to prevent future disasters after the reconstruction. But this project has an estimated value of $5,000 million in the next 5 years. Fortunately, the Asian Development Bank will donate $2,000 million to Nepal in the first stage of the reconstruction. In fact, the resources will be supervised in order to be a feasible project and the money won't be waste. From the place of the news, reported Fabian Peña to DWF News.
Thank you, Fabian, for the information.
In the following section, we're going to watch an interesting documentary about one of the most important universities in Colombia.
Welcome, dear viewers, to this section. Did you know that?
Yes, Eliana, today we're going to present you this fascinating knowledge center. Let's go!
Okay, the University of Tolima is an institute of higher education located in the Colombian city of Ibagué. It's a state and autonomous entity with departmental order. It was inaugurated on March 12 of 1955. Zaira, do you have any idea about how many schools have this university?
No, I don't know, but I think there is 3 or 5.
Well, the university has 9 schools, such as School of Science, School of Science of Education, School of Health Science, School of Economic and Administrative Science, School of Human Science and Arts, School of Agricultural Engineer, School of Forest Engineer, School of Technologies, and School of Veterinary Medicine and Zootechnics.
Wow, Eliana, do you want to know all the places of the university?
Sure.
Among the most prominent places in this educational institute is the library Rafael Vargas Cortés. It was created in 1953 as the Faculty of Agronomy of the Salesianos and then moved as the present building in 1987.
Zaira, and where it is called Rafael Vargas Cortés?
Look, it received this name after the illustrated Tolimense, due to his excellent work and administration as the rector of the university.
And what else can we do here? Just refer books and encyclopedias?
No, there is a lot of things to do in this place, as for example, the library offers services such as semi-closed collection, consultation rooms, reference and information service, external law and biological materials, and virtual biological consultation through database.
Interesting. Zaira, do you have any idea if the university has a museum?
No,
I don't think so. Well, you're wrong. The university has one museum, the Anthropological Museum. This museum was created in 1867, and at the beginning of 1971 it started its organization and service to the Tolima society. This archaeological museum, it's an academic resort of the School of Human Sciences Arts, and it is attached to the Department of Legal and Social Sciences.
Currently, the museum has an archaeology research program. That is an academical team. The group of research in anthropology and heritage regional formed for the purpose of obtaining important archaeological findings for a region that needs to reconstruct its historical past.
Now we have the Botanical Garden Alexander van Humboldt. This botanical garden was officially inaugurated in 1969. It received its name after this German naturalist who 2,000 years ago crossed this area towards the Andean of Quindío. It has 10 hectares where is preserved typical vegetation of this area of the humid, sub-Andean, dry forest and Andean.
Also, the garden is located in the list of 20 best gardens in the country and has an impressive plant wealth.
I can smell delicious food.
Yes, it is because we are in the student restaurant. The students' restaurant started to service since 60s, and it was created to help students with limited resources. And every day the restaurant gives them a big number of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do you know how many meals are served every day in this restaurant?
No, I don't have any idea.
This restaurant offers a 180 breakfast, 1,000 lunches, and 450 dinners. Quotes of estimate that 1,060 meals every day.
Imagine that the university has also dormitories.
Wow, is this true?
Yes, Ayla. The Ernesto Che Guevara Students' Dormitory. They were created with the aim of providing students with a suitable means for life. It has 28 quotas, and for the selection of students, it is considered the only academic performance, merit, staff, and lack of economic resources.
Students enjoy all medical facilities that the university offers as well.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. The university offers many medical services such as general medical consultation, dental care, health promotion and prevention, first aid, and counseling.
And our sweet friends of folk or folk pal have a place here as well.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm talking about the Small Animal Clinic. It is a special project manager serving veterinarians. It opened its doors in the current premises in 1987, adapting to where the library of the university was located at the beginning.
That's it for today. I will see you in the next documentary.
Bye bye!
I was not born to be a viewer.
I was nowhere to be a dreaming.
I was not born to be told, but to tell it.
To live it,
To taste it and tell the world that we are going for more.
always settle with more. De todito.
Savital is aloe and embryo of duck. It's the variety of shampoo more sold around Colombia.
Studies shows it. Savital is aloe vera and embryo of duck, the shampoo variety most sold in Colombia.
And you, did you use it?
Now we are going to know about some interesting facts that happen around the world. For that, my colleague John is going to share with you more.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'll present 4 strange things we are making impact nowadays. The first, it is a video of Illuminescent Corporation in which a guy gives away the mystery of the 2 extra holes of sneakers. Let's watch the video to see what the function is.
If you get blisters on the heels of your feet, or you can feel your feet moving around inside your shoe, there's actually a simple solution for that. This is how you execute the lace lock or the heel lock. Now, it actually doesn't start by crossing the laces. It actually starts by going to the outside of our shoe to these extra holes that we often ignore. And we're going to use these holes to create loops on each side of our shoe. By inserting the lace in backwards, we create a small loop like that. We do that on both the inside and the outside, and we use these loops to execute the lock. Now, once we have loops on both sides here, we cross our laces and insert them into the loop on the other side, like this. Then we cinch our laces down. Now we're going to want to pull down first and not up, because if we pull up, you'll notice we leave the loop hanging out here. We don't want that. We want to pull down toward the shoe. It actually creates the lock, a nice firm tight lock, and you'll see there's no space left here in the loop. It's tied up against the shoe. Then we can simply lace our shoe like we normally would, and we've successfully completed the lace lock or the heel lock. Notice it's extremely tight on my foot. It's not going to slip, it's not going to move around. It also keeps your toes from jamming into the front of your shoe. It keeps your foot tightly seated inside your shoe and just provides for a more comfortable wearing experience no matter what you're doing. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure you tune in next time for another great tip from Illumicene.
Amazing, right? The second strange thing is a natural discovery. It is opal.
Most fishermen would consider themselves lucky to catch one elusive opal fish in their lives. But one recreational fishing boat landed 3 in one day. This recreational fishing boat landed 3 in one day last week, while searching for yellowtail tuna off the coast of Southern California. San Diego-based Excel long-range sport fishing, which takes groups out on multi-day fishing trips, posted a picture on Facebook of their surprise haul on Friday, and the photo has now been shared more than 2,000 times. Anglers Armando Castillo, Joe Ludlow and Travis Savala grin as they pose with their 3 orange disc-shaped fish, each weighing between 124 and 180 pounds. Opal, also known as moonfish, are a rare catch for recreational fishermen since they don't travel in schools and therefore aren't commercially fished either. Instead, most are caught accidentally by fishermen looking for other fish, such as tuna. That's what the group was looking for last week when they came across the 3 opal in one day. Opal also aren't known to stray often into Southern California waters, preferring warmer waters in tropical and subtropical seas. However, opal catches have been on the rise in the last few years according to a 2012 article by UT San Diego. It's the fish of a lifetime, Snodgrass said. It's like winning the lottery. Nobody is expecting one of these. They are just doing something different to try to get a bite, and they hook an opal. National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration researcher, Owen Snodgrass said, more opal are getting caught by federal marine research trawls in the area. At the time of the article, Snodgrass had tags on 4 opal in the region, to observe their swimming and diving patterns. One of those ventured all the way back to more common waters in Hawaii.
Believe it, our third strange thing, it is related to a Colombian river which is located in the Caño Cristales. Caño Cristales is a Colombian river located in the Serranía de la Macarena province of Meta. The river is commonly called the River of 5 Colors or the Liquid Rainbow, and is even referred to as the most beautiful river in the world due to its striking colors. The bed of the river in the end of July through November is variously colored: yellow, green, blue, black, and especially red. The last caused by the Macarena clavijera on the bottom of the river. Caño Cristales is a fast river with many rapids and waterfalls. Often in the bed have 4 small circular pits, giant kettles, which has been formed by puddles or chunks of harder rocks. One of these harder rocks fragments falls into one of the cavities. It is rotated by the water current and begins to carve at the cavity wall and increase the dimension of the pit. Caño Cristales River has aquatic plants but is devoid of the fish. The water of the river is extremely clean due to the lack of nutrients and small particles. Almost unique is the bright red-pink coloration of the riverbed after the rainy period at the end of July-November. This color is caused by great quantities of the endemic plant species Macarena clavijera. Colombia is a territory to discover. And our final strange things nowadays is incredible and uncertain. It is a hole in the Lost Lake in Oregon. Let's watch what's happening with the hole. It is said the hole absorbs the lake water once in a year when the lake has a big amount of water, but it is said for local people without any scientific support.
Let's keep on line with the DWF news and what is happening around the world. See you next time. Have a wonderful day.